Yo, what's up, on? What's up? Welcome. How's it going? Hopefully, things are going well. It is so hot today, and yesterday, and the day before. This entire week has just been, so far, has been very, very hot. So just 1 second. Okay. America, yeah. Hello. Massive thunderstorms. Yeesh. I think it was raining. Apparently, it's supposed to rain today. Like, it's gonna be like a thunderstorm or something in like tonight. Very high chance. So that sounds fun. I did a nap today after work. Yo, Hog. Rare SSR Juan moment. Alright, let's open the game. Okay, last time we found out, or someone died, and she is now in trouble again. So we have to go back to Kurain Village. I wanna head back to the office. Viral's gonna grab some snacks real quick and be back. All right. It feels like I've been gone forever, but it's only been one day. Oh, that's right. Where's that newspaper Dr. Gray brought the other day? Ah, here it is. Right on top of my desk. It's the only thing he left behind that's going to be of any help. Newspaper clipping on 1 year ago on May 2nd, 14 patients died from malpractice at Gray Surgical Clinic. Charlie, quite decorative plant. It's a memento of my boss, Mia, who passed away. The rest of the room may be in shambles, but I always manage to take care of this little fella. I think everything here is pretty much the same, right? Yeah. I've neglected them for so long, a layer of dust has started to form. One of these days I should try to build up the courage to read one, I guess. It's my desk. Keep it neat for those rare occasions when I actually have a client in the office. Otherwise it's just empty 24/7. Most of the TV action hero, the Steel Samurai. I honestly I couldn't even tell from that. Just looks like coffee stains. I stuck it up here right before she left. I wouldn't say that the Steel Samurai and an attorney's office are a good match, but Maya threatened to curse me with some magic spell, so I guess I can stay. Damn, Maya. Seems a little extreme. Giant building just outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. Until recently, it had been a normal business-class hotel. Yeah, I think there was an occurrence with that place last game. Anyways, let's move. June 20th. It's almost a month ago. I have to save Maya no matter what. It's her life on the line. What in the world happened in that room yesterday? That is a good question. Sorry, I'm just adjusting the... Seems like I've already inspected everything, so I'll move to the meditation room. The meditation room nurtures all mediums young and old. Even mediums in training, I'd wager, but it's pretty deserted today. Probably because of the murder yesterday. Yeah, probably. Alright, then I guess we'll head to the channeling chamber first. Looks like Detective Gumshoe's in here today. I should take this chance and thoroughly check this room. If I'm lucky, I might uncover a clue or two. Oh, you Gumchagesh. You scared the heck out of me, miss. Oh, Mr. Wright. Good morning. I am on my way to go meet Mystic Maya, and I thought to bring her some items to make her feel more at home. Namely, tea so bitter you lose your tongue and jaw-droppingly large strawberry desserts. I'm sure Maya will be very grateful. That's Mystic Maya, good sir. She is one scary lady. Oh dear sweet Mystic Maya. Pearl wept constantly for you last night, as did I. I know it's important for me to search the site, but I should ask her some questions too while I have the chance. Balk with cookies? Ooh, what kind? I guess we should talk to her first then. I would like to ask you a few questions about what happened yesterday. Do you mean that awful tragedy? Chocolate. Ooh, classico. That man murdered me, so I killed him. I remember this. I haven't had cookies in a while. What happened here in this room after I left? Well, first I struck Mystic Maya on the head to make her go unconscious, correct? That was correct. Oh wait, that was him talking. I'm just imagining every time she sips, she's in the middle of her sentence. Just next, I performed the spirit serving, drinking like whatever tea she's drinking. Probably some super bitter, old people tea. Spirit severing technique. Sounds like a Dragon Ball move. The spirit of that nurse was inside of Mystic Maya's body. Drowse tea. Yep. El Clásico. I used the technique to send the nurse's spirit back to the other world. I wonder if this kind of testimony is even admissible in the court of law. By the way, what is this room exactly? The channeling chamber? This room was created for the sole purpose of preventing such a tragedy as yesterday. What do you mean? Sometimes when an experienced medium calls, an especially strong spirit, that spirit may become violent and revolt, as you witnessed yesterday. Revolt? But how? When a spirit enters a medium's body, she loses her will and her self steps aside. To put it another way, the spirit is borrowing the medium's body, good sir. But isn't that extremely dangerous? An experienced medium has little problem controlling a spirit. But Mystic Maya, that was her first channeling. And that was why I insisted on locking the door. However, I never thought that would be calling danger upon the client himself. I'm grateful that one of our heirlooms was not damaged in this horrible incident. And that would be that folding screen there. It is the Kurain Sacred Writings. Along with the Kurain Sacred Urn, they are this village's most treasured possessions. If I ever found out that something had happened to either one... Oh, the humanity. Odd for her to be worrying about the folding screen at a time like this. I guess this isn't just some dilapidated old screen after all. I don't think I would want to drink a tea that was named after Drowse. Sounds a bit bitter. Haha. So, how's Pearl today? Mr. Wright? Yes? In this world, Pearl is my most treasured possession. When compared to even Mystic Maya, Pearl has the spiritual power to become a master. That's very impressive. Until now, the women of the Branch family have thought themselves to be inferior. But Pearl is different. Her spiritual strength is so great, it's even greater than some of the main family. Yes, Pearl is a channeling prodigy and is the pride of the Branch family. Wow, she's really fired up now. In any case, our world is so different from yours, perhaps it is best for you to quit, good sir. Quit? Quit what? Nope, they're just not gonna elaborate on that? Okay. It's the village's screen projector where they play Mario Kart. I feel like Maya would unironically secretly play like Mario Kart with a Pearl with that and use it as a screen projector. It's a beautiful and expensive folding screen. It looks quite old. There seems to be some sort of secret text written on it, but I can't read it. It's a hole. I didn't even notice that. Could this have been made by a bullet? Boreto. Maya goated girl. She is. She would definitely be like a gamer. Well then, I do believe it is time for me to take my leave. Alright, please tell Maya I said hi. What was that? I mean, Mystic Maya. I will tell her. Anyways, let's continue inspecting. There's some empty space behind the folding screen. The light of the candles can't reach back here, so it's completely dark. I hope no one is hiding back there. Are you like foreshadowing something, sir? Don't do that. She'd be the type to play Okami. She'd be the type to button mash in fighting games. And somehow, like, do good. I guess this is an altar. Whatever it is, it feels very important. A mirror-like object with a cloudy, reflective surface. And some branches of a sacred tree have been set in a predetermined arrangement. I guess they're used during the channeling. Okay. Seems to... Oh, no, there's more. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably from the humidity in the air. Okay. How do I... Oh, there we go. This is where the medium sits, I assume. There are 4 panels of this flooring. The straw on the flooring feels a little damp, probably... Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. No matter what I do, my eyes keep getting drawn to the pool of blood in the center here. Understandable. Oop, what was that? The meditation room is on the other side of this very heavy-looking door. The lock on it is broken because, well, I broke it. It doesn't seem possible, but I managed to break it pretty badly. When we want to do something bad enough, people can do the most amazing things. Okay, that seems to be it. Yeah, alright. Let's move. She'd be the type to cosplay Pura and Paya, but not Zelda. Yes, I can actually see that. Oh, that'd be pretty... That seems like a fun drawing idea if I was good at drawing. Maya cosplaying as Pura or Paya. Little Pearl isn't here today. Maybe she's at school? Okay, so everything's already been inspected. Guess we'll move to the side room. Maya, Paya. Papaya. Oh, it's you. Oh, hey, like, you're that guy from yesterday, the dentist guy? No, I'm a lawyer. That's right, Mr. Smith Esquire. That's right. Wait, I mean, you're wrong. My name is Wright. Smith? Right? Well, I got like 3 letters at least. I really don't think she gets the point. Anyway, why are you here? So, like, I studied this thing called parapsychology at this college, and you told me about that yesterday. The Sesameology too. What I'd really like to know is why you're still here today. Oh, so like, that's what you meant. Like, you should have been more like clear about it. The way she talks reminds me of someone that I know who talks exactly like this, where they will say like every, like, they will say like 3 times per sentence at the very least. It's such a high tier filler word that a lot of people say. Like, and dislike, and like. She's like, oh my god. Sorry, my bad. No, it's okay. Like, it's really... That's it? Why'd you stop mid-sentence? Did I? So, like, what was I talking about again? If Lada ever wanted another genuine mysterious phenomenon, it's right here. Look at her, she's like the freaking anime head, like bopping your head with the tongue sticking out. That's like a thing that would only be not as cringe. Because I cannot imagine a person unironically doing this in real life. Let's talk to her. So, why are you still here today? Like, there's so much for me to, like, study here. Like what? Like the medium's training, or like how they inherit their spiritual power. What? Or like idle animations are so funny. I suppose this village is the real thing after all. So like, I asked if I could stay here for like a little longer. She sure seems like the carefree type, at least on the surface. What happened? Have you heard about the murder? It's like totally scary, she says with a silly smile plastered on her face. So, do you know anything about it that might help? Somehow I don't think she has a grip on reality, let alone what's going on here. Innie would be the type to bonk her head after misreading her horoscope. Go man, oomph. About the victim, Dr. Gray. I don't know who you're talking about. Like, wait, I think you asked about him like yesterday too. That's right. Her reaction yesterday when I asked was... You and Dr. Gray knew each other, right? Oh yeah, and then she like kind of went a little strange. I don't know any Dr. Gray. Oh, really? Then what was all that talk about him earlier? Huh? Well, like a long time ago, I was like a patient. Yeah. Sus. Okay, she is definitely hiding something from me. Her arms are really like... like is something wrong? Okay. What if we present her with this guy? But it's totally like time for my nap. Ugh. Ah, she's even got me yawning. And I like totally don't care about that person anyway. Okay, well. Oh, wait. Now where did this box come from? I'm sure this wasn't here last night. Looks like a box for storing clothes, but it's pretty big for just clothes. It's mostly empty, but a few folded pieces of channeling costumes sit at the bottom. Interesting. You left the blanket a mess. Are you going to fold it? Like, I had a really good nap, and like, I was thinking of leaving it like this, so like, it's all set for tonight. Okay, fair enough. It's a decorative wooden bear sculpture. There's a plate attached to the base. Okay, I think we read this. Yeah, it's a souvenir. Isn't it cute? I like totally bought that. Ah, so it's yours, huh? Yeah, so like this village is really famous for like channeling and bears. Huh. Wait, famous for bears? But it's like, okay. If you ever like see a bear, you just play dead and they like leave you alone. Is that right? Yeah, because like fighting back is totally of no use. Did she actually try to fight one? I don't think that's what she said, but she looks like she's driving a big vehicle. Massive wheels, or massive steering wheel. And a little pearl. Ah, you surprised me. And how are you today? I guess she isn't open to friendly chatting. Huh? She's still holding something in her hand. It looks like the same thing she had yesterday. Ah! Huh? If only I had something that would catch her interest. Maybe then she'd talk to me. Okay, I guess that's when I show her the thingamabob. Okay. Present this. Oh yeah, Maya said to give this to you. Oh my god, her mouth. Oh, I'm in trouble now. If Morgan sees us like this, I'll be the next one they're channeling. That's Mystic Maya's. Huh? She actually spoke. Who are you? I'm Phoenix Wright. I worked with Maya. You worked with Mystic Maya? You're Mr. Nick, right? Excuse me? I bet I know who she picked Nick up from. I know who you are. You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Whoa, what? So then, of course, you're going to help Mystic Maya, aren't you? That's what you're going to do, right? Well, yeah, I will. Oh wow, it's like a beautiful fairy tale. That earnest look shining brightly in your eyes. It must be true love. What? Why am I being boiled into a bright red lobster by this little kid? Oh my goodness. I'm so jealous of Mystic Maya. Ah, what a wonderful relationship. Wait, I mean, things aren't like... Hee hee, I can tell you're a good person. Alright, Mr. Nick. I may be small, but I'm going to help you in any way I can. Aw. That's funny. Alright, I guess we can talk to her now. Pearl, are you friends with Maya? I feel very grateful to be friends with her. She's so great. I want to be like Mystic Maya when I grow up. I really look up to her. Wow, I had no idea Maya was so revered. Usually when people don't use Mystic Maya's title, I get mad. Oh, sorry. But if it's you, Mr. Nick, then it's okay. Because you're special to her. Where in the world does she get an idea like that? By the way, this may be rude, but which channeling school are you from? Which channeling school? Yes, for example, I studied the Kurain technique. Ah, I get it. No, I'm a lawyer. A lawyer. Lawyer? Yep. Is that related to spirit mediums in any way? None that I know of. Wait, are you telling me you don't know what a lawyer is? I'm sorry, but I have no idea. I did say Pearl doesn't know much about the outside world. You may be small, but your forehead is huge. She's like 10% body, 90% forehead. So what's that you got there, Pearl? Oh, this? I found it yesterday. If you want it, I can give it to you. I mean, sure, why not? Alright, well, if you really want to give it to me. Hee hee. You look like a child at a toy store, Mr. Nick. She not only speaks in a refined manner, but laughs in one too. Black key. An old steel key, a green jewel is set in the center of the key's grip. Mr. Nick? Yes, Pearls? I can call you that, right? You're too cute to just call you Pearl. Pearls. I mean, yeah, with all that forehead, I feel like just calling you a singular name seems a little inaccurate. Sure, Mr. Nick. Are you sure it's okay for me to have this Magatama? Yeah, it's okay. I was told to give it to you. But I can't accept something like this. All I really should do is charge this Magatama with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy? Pearly forehead. Please take this. I'm sure it will be helpful. What do you mean? It will let you see people's secrets. See people's secrets? That sounds very scary. Yes. If it's alright with you, I would like to accompany you for a little while. I can explain the Magatama's power to you when we meet someone hiding a secret. Okay. Sure. So, do we want to, I guess... Nope. Hello again. We seem to be seeing each other, a lot of each other today. Aw, she's like totally cute. Is she like your daughter? What? No! How old do you think I am? Pearl is pretty cute. I want to ask you about the victim, Dr. Gray. I, like, totally don't know him. Oh. Ah, what is that? Huh? You can see it, can't you, Mr. Nick? You can see the lock on that person's heart. Huh? What? This is the power of the Magatama. Only you can see these psyche locks, Mr. Nick? Is this psych or psyche? We just entered Danganronpa. I like psyche locks more than psych locks. Psych locks sounds like a off-brand X-Men title. The more someone wants to hide their secret, the more locks you will see. If it's only one, I think you can easily unlock it. Lock? But how? Please use Mystic Maya's Magatama on this person. Now let's remove the lock. Yo, she looks like she's about to fight somebody when she does that. I have no idea what she's talking about, but I guess I'll give it a try. You must be careful though, Mr. Nick. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you. If you don't think you have the proof you need, you must have the courage to stop. Well, I gotta start somewhere. Let's give this psyche lock thing a try. I'm going to ask you again. Did you know Dr. Gray? I totally don't know that guy. Like, you're totally more persistent than a roach. Cyclops. This girl is hiding something, I'm sure of it. I guess I have no choice but to remove this lock. Alright, so first I have to use Maya's Magatama. Okay. So... like this? Take that! The victim. Any... I think it's any mini. Instead of any mini. Any... I mean, it just sounds funnier. Any mini? That'd be pretty funny. And then she has like... and then there's like Miney Mo. I believe you do know who Dr. Gray is. I told you, like, how many times do I, like, have to repeat myself? If you're, like, so totally sure, then where's, like, your proof? Well, it may be possible that you never actually met Dr. Gray in person. I do believe you might have at least indirectly known, indirectly known of him. Like, what do you mean, like, indirectly? I should try to show that the possibility existed for now. So something that shows a possible connection between Innie and Dr. Gray. Okay, let's see. It's not this. I suppose the only thing I can show is... Oh. Oh, maybe I don't have the proof on me. Rose did warn me. If you make a mistake, it will hurt you, she said. If I don't have enough evidence, I should probably stop. I should take another look at the court record and think it through one more time. Oh, okay, I see. Okay then, right now, I don't think... Okay, then let's back up. Oh, wait, actually, wait, hold on a minute. Actually, let me try it. Let me come back, just in case. Let's move up. Alright, we'll just look around for a little longer and then figure it out. Oh, I can already hear the the thunder. Hey, it's you, pal. So you're going to be her lawyer, I bet. Yes. Oh. I really feel bad for you, pal. Just this once, I wish I could be on your side. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, but I shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff to you. Hey, you're a cute kid. Haha. I'm not scary, honest. Wow. I never knew Gumshoe liked kids. Hey, I know. I'll show you something cool. How's this? It's a real, genuine pistol. Detective Gumshoe, what are you doing showing her something that dangerous? Oh, sorry. Hey, little kid, look at this real, actual, genuine gun I have. Gosh, you are so silly. What about Maya and the charges against her? I don't think you can win, pal. You're talking about proof. We got a few pieces. You got proof? Yeah, pal. That puffy-haired photographer is going to testify tomorrow. Must be talking about Lada. Actually, speaking of Lada, he thinks she plays Fortnite or something. She's been kind of shut in. I doubt she would even know what Fortnite is. Took some hot pictures earlier. Remember? Took some pictures of the murder scene inside. Lada's hot pictures. That sounds really strange out of context. I wonder what her camera captured. Besides, you must have realized by now, pal. There's no way anyone other than Maya Fey could have done it. Like the Metal Gear Solid exclamation point sound bit. She hits the greedy. What am I supposed to say to Pearls now? Yeah, like, can we like use a different word other than hot pictures? Maybe like, I was about to say spicy photos, but that doesn't make it any better. Interesting photos during the crime scene, or whatever. About Dr. Gray. The victim wasn't super famous, but people still knew who he was. His face was all over those tabloids shows last year. Steamy pictures. God, no. Yeah, I know. I was looking through some newspapers from last year and... Huh? Could have sworn I had cut an article out, but guess I must have lost it. Oh god, it's like really thundering outside. Hope that doesn't affect my internet. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. He's searching through his pockets and boy are those big. Looks really interesting. Or it looked really interesting too. Hey, do you have a copy, pal? A copy of that article? I think Dr. Gray might have brought a copy to the office when he came by. Well, good to know, because I have it on me. But before I do, let me ask him this third one. About Maya's trial tomorrow. I got 2 pieces of news for you, pal. 2? Not 1 piece? Yeah, bad news and even worse news. So which do you want to hear first? I don't really care. It doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to like it. Alright, pal. Well, the prosecutor for the trial is Prosecutor Von Karma. What? Von Karma? Y'all remember this piece of crap? Manfred Von Karma. He was an awe-inspiring veteran prosecutor. He never lost a case in the 40 years of his career, and he raised a fearsome disciple. That horrible aftertaste of the evil he force-fed me is something I'll never forget. Empty pockets of his looking like Broke Boy gang. Wait a sec. But didn't Von Karma stand trial and... That's where the other piece of bad news comes in. The Von Karma you're facing tomorrow is actually his successor. Successor? So, who is this successor to Von Karma? Literally, pal, it's Prosecutor Von Karma's kid. His kid became a prosecutor really young, like 13, and hasn't lost a trial since. That's what they call a prodigy, pal. Kid, huh? Whoa, wait a sec. 13? The kid became a prosecutor at the age of 13? I mean, a prodigy like that, I would have heard something about. Oh, no. The kid was born and raised in Germany, pal. That country's got a lot of stuff, and it's a great place to develop a person's talents. Germany, huh? That's probably why I've never heard of this person. Ugh, still, all it takes is someone mentioning the name Von Karma. Ooh. The kid. And I got terrible flashbacks to that case. I wonder what this Von Karma's kid will look like. Stop it. Get a grip on yourself, Phoenix. None of that matters anymore. Now that he's gone. Yeah. Anyways, show him that article. There you go. This is not for Eni. This is for you. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day, and... Hey, it's that news story. The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died, and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. I'm sure... I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder or the rain, but hopefully it's not too loud. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Oh, here we go. Ooh, that was loud. It's like a lightning storm out there. Jeez, it's so loud. I brought my own clipping with me today. Here, pal. This is for you. Alright, thanks. Oh, Mimi Miney, nurse at Gray's Surgical Clinic, died after falling asleep at the wheel. Well, there's our evidence. The same last name as Innie. Innie, Mimi, Miney. That's funny. Anyways, yep, that's it. Alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Let's go back to her. Now we can, oh, wrong way. Now we can use the thingamabob. Hey, you! You're cooked now. Oh, actually my health is still like the same. Okay, good to know. I believe you do know. My proof? I'll show you the proof. Okay, you've already said all this. The proof is right here. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney is a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Miss Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse? Perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew of Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Aha! The lock has been unlocked. Oh, my health came back up. Sweet. Ah, now we can... Okay. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Oh my gosh. Look at her. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that, like, Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like, a total slave driver. My sis was, like, always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Like a nurse, but not a nurse. Wiped out? So is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy, like, drove my sister so hard, so, like, that's why that accident happened. The one where 14 patients died from malpractice? Yeah, like, I think that was the doctor's fault, too. My sis was pushed by, like, everyone's expectations and, like, her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to her death. Oh, I'm sorry. So, like, are we done? I've, like, already told my story to, like, everyone. Dang. Nice going, Nick. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how the psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Good to know. Alright. Where to next? Well, not here. Usually if we need to go to, like, an area that does this. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I have never left Kurain Village. Really? Wow, that's, pretty amazing. You are going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Aw. Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know Innie's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there without a smile or a straight face. Ugh. Alright, I guess we'll... Oops, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go here. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? That voice. I wouldn't know because there's no voice acting in this. Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. It's a Mia. Maya. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Her spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... so tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Oh yeah. Massive trouble. I told her everything about what happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. Meanwhile, that JPEG image of a cop back there is just kind of chilling. I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is, tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. They can't? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamt that she had died and had been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears, which means that it's impossible for her to dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. Set up? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. Melon. How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Is it quite literally the key? Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. It's literally the key to understanding everything that's happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be the piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... I didn't know it at the time. But this day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Oop. Oh my lord. That's 3. Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. Only I can see the psyche locks. Oh goodness. That's 3 locks. Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. But for this to be something that she would hide under lock and key from even me... Oh, nice rhymes. What in the world is going on? Dun dun dun. To be continued. I didn't have water. I just had Gatorade on my table, so taking a sip from that. Okay, let's save. Oh boy. Oh gosh, 9:48 a.m. I'd be sleeping at that time. Me. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Also one of my favorite characters. Manfred von Karma was a really sinister man. I would be at work. Starting around the end of August, I'll probably be awake on my way to school because one of my classes is early in the morning. Pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, all so he could win. Yep, he was a pretty crappy dude. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. Look at this ugly old man. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Dross is like, 40 is not long. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly. You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Honestly, I thought it was gonna be Morgan. I was screaming her name, but it's little Pearl. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training it for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then you came all by yourself? Yup, I snuck out of the manor and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. I can't. Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train. Oh man, yo, what? Yo, Pearl is kind of built different. Hello? She just ran from Korean Village all the way to this court. And if it's a 2-hour ride by train, yo, she's like Superman. Super child. She can follow a map of Kinto. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. Super forehead. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? Edgeworth. He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday. Oh yes, the man, Edgeworth. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. I was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Mr. Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you didn't know, or you don't know. He's gone, and he's not coming back. What? Whoa, wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? What did he mean by that? Up a little tease. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey for like the 10th time. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this kid? Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on. So, she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred Von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. Dang, he just whipped the judge. If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. That is perfection. The defendant Maya Fey will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. A foolish fool. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, I guess. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. She just whips everybody. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? Well, they were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? It's quite the look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Ahem. Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time then. Or I'll whip you. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Interesting. So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. After being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank. The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Okay. Direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead. The shot was fired from point blank range. That's just the murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant Maya Fays were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Ah, I walked right into her hands there. That's not good. Point blank, huh? So about how far away is that? It's anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Tisk, Mr. Phoenix, right? I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn? Yo, Sonic reference? Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Okay, sorry. But before the victim was shot, sir, stabbed in the chest. Hold it! Stabbed? What was he stabbed with? Are we seriously... A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, my face fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Ugh, this does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Is she just gonna keep calling me Mr. Phoenix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. Alright, I think that's the last one now. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot? Yep, sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. The pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ugh, what a pain. That's enough. We've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence. Okay. The murder weapon was Gray's 2 shots fired. Wait, 2 shots fired? Bears, Maya's, and Gray's fingerprints. Murder weapon, a small fruit knife, belongs to the face. Bears, Maya's fingerprints. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Witnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, huh? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. It's a huge decision. I better think this through all the way. Plead justified self-defense. I plead not guilty. I'm not backing down. If you plead justified self-defense, you would basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Acquittal? You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective. Yes, sir? Present the final portion of your testimony. The final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Eek! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. She's very, what's the word? I can't even think of the word. Very dominant over others. Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. That's not good. clothes Maya was wearing at the time of the murder. There are blood splatters on it. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes? Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. She's like the type to have like the Ojo-sama type laugh, you know what I mean? Sorry, Papa, there's a more incriminating piece of evidence. Costume that the defendant was wearing in time of the crime. I guess we might as well just press every single statement. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scary today, you know, pal? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, please stop glaring at me like that. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? As you can see, it's covered in blood. There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on a defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well, if you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Let's move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Let me just take a look at the stuff we have first. Dang, she's 18 years old. And she started prosecuting at 13, so that's like what? 5 years? Your Honor, actually, there's something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Actually, yeah, what are you talking about? Where is this problem you were talking about? I've come this far, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is... Oh, wait. I see a little hole here. What's this? What is this? I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? Hey, watch your language. But that wasn't the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Gunpowder? No one ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order, order, order. This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Okay. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke, nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Well, I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. Defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. Ugh, we're in real trouble now. Only had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Well, I'll find a critical contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. Okay. Didn't fight back. Two shots fired. Maybe that. I mean, if he didn't fight back, there wouldn't be a reason for the gun to be shot twice, right? Unless they shot him twice, but there's no record of that. Oh, nope. That wasn't it. Okay. Let's see. What can I use? Not fighting back. Is there something here I'm missing? Let's see here. Images. Stabbed in chest and shot at point blank. Gunpowder on bullet hole. Wait, wouldn't it be... Wait, maybe... The hole on her, like... robe was like him trying to shoot her. He missed, got stabbed, and then she took the gun and shot him. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? Yeah, having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who without a doubt was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Ah, you're right. Seems you're correct. If the victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ah! Now that you... Why, that's right. Ow. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No. Well, yes, that's true. Ho ho ho. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Huh? You mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. That doesn't sound right. The scenario I've put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright? On the surface, it does seem to make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Okay. I like how they say he didn't fight back, and now they're saying he fought back. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? When channeling the Kurain channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kurain channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I didn't quite get it. No, never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. I think we went over that, yes. If you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterward I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Back! Sorry. While the two were fighting, the victim took— oh, wait, hold on. Go back. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day. But a handgun? He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Picked up an opening and ended it. Okay. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me. I wonder. Now, do you understand? Von Karma's logic is perfect. Testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction there somewhere, and uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay, then let's see here. What can we use? Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue was around bullet hole. Murder weapon, 2 shots fired. Murder weapon, belongs to Faye. Took out his gun. He was shot, but because they were too close, he missed. And then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Oh wait, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to look at the profiles. I had pressed X instead of. Whoops. I meant to do this. I want to look at the profiles. use this for something, maybe? Let me see. During the challenge, start of chance, stab the victim. Use the strength, fight back. Took out his gun, shot, and then they're too close. He missed. Defender picked up an opening, took the victim's gun. Stabbed at the chest and shot. So what do you have time for that? 8 inches off the ground. So if this is 8 inches off the ground, then oh, that's not wrong. I feel like okay, hold on. Let me think here. Okay, so this is clearly the bullet hole, right? Probably from when. Probably from when. Don't press X this time. From when he shot or tried to shoot her. Well, it's like 8 inches off the ground, so why would it? So the Octopus says he got stabbed and then shot, so wouldn't this mean... Let me just try this. Yeah, that wasn't it. Alright, I got one more chance. Okay. I feel like it's definitely gotta be like this or this. These other ones make sense. These two kind of give off. Let me save. Or maybe this one. Make them use the last of his strength to fight back. Wait a minute. No, this doesn't make sense. Let me just save just to make sure. Just thinking, like, if she had a knife and stabbed him, and he tried to shoot him or shoot her and missed, why wouldn't she just stab him again? Makes no sense. Actually, wait, didn't he say that when he got stabbed, he, like, couldn't really do much? Okay, no, that's not it. I feel like, oh my goodness, it's like at the back of my head. Like, I feel like I know, but I just can't seem to figure out which part to use. Shot at point blank. rest of his strength to fight back. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, let me hear what they have to say about this again. Oh, I didn't mean to. I was trying to open the freaking evidence thing up. Okay, let me skip this. Oopsie. I feel like no, there's no way. Like, I don't feel like the profiles make sense. It has to be like one of these evidences. No, it's not this. It could be this. Did I already present? I already forgot if I presented this or not. Okay, I already did. Okay, wait, ah, man, I'm trying to, like, think. Where? I'm just so confused. Okay, wait, so took a shot and he missed? Stabbed him. To fight back, he took out his gun to shoot her, but missed. And then she somehow took the gun and then shot him. Something about that doesn't sound right, though. What's the big piece of evidence? I feel like it's gotta be either like, I don't think this can help yet. So it has to be like either this or this or something. Because it was close, he missed. I don't know. I don't buy that. I mean, like, makes sense, but then like it also doesn't make sense. Stab in the chest. I don't get how he could. Oh man, I feel like I'm so like I feel like I know what to like do, but at the same time I'm like trying to figure out how I do it. Let me read this. Stabbed in the chest and shot at point blank. Gunpowder residue around bullet hole. This is point blank. Wait, what? He got stabbed and then shot at point blank? 2 shots fired. Did I do this? No, I think I already did this. Maybe I'm not reading something right. Hold on. Taller chance to stab the victim in the chest. Sounds about right. Lost of his strength to fight back. As who were fighting, he took out his gun. Victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. Defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. See, that doesn't make sense. Like, why would he miss if they were too close? Doesn't sound right. I feel like if you were far away, it'd be easier than this, but if you're close, how do you miss? Ooh, Loud Thunder. Wait. It just like hit me somewhere. I'm like, the bullet hole on her costume. If he missed, there wouldn't have been a hole to begin with, right? Technically. Okay, well. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Well, that took me a while to... I don't know what happened in my brain to just think about that. Like the second I was looking through, it just clicked in my brain. I don't know what happened. I was just thinking, this whole time I'm thinking about like, okay, wait, how would he miss if he was that close? And then it just led to me, I'm like, oh wait, the freaking bullet hole. He didn't... Alright, anyways. He said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. That took a little longer than it should have. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around... Okay, yeah, that too. Oh! There's not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. which means it was shot from afar. Also, there's a bullet hole on the folding screen that's 8 inches off the ground. So, I don't know, that probably is the same bullet, maybe, question mark? What exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yeah, I know, it took a little while, but, you know, you think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? No, but a bullet can. Haha. With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to the testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh, she's sweating. Oh, well, then... That's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There. That should satisfy even you. That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Quite literally, because... There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. Fatal? Fury? Flaw? Youch! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. One could say, the one piece of evidence that can contradict this line of thinking. And that would be... this. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic. What is that? A folding screen? I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! It looks like you already know what I'm talking about. Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. Makes sense. Passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... When the shot was fired, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was actually squatting low to the ground. That makes sense. Order! This changes everything. Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. The bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location, about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Oh, shoot. I mean, somewhere here, right? Like, if he shot, bullet went like this, then she would have had to been like somewhere here. Uh-oh. Joe's face is scratching like just some serious bad breath. I mean, that is... Sure. Oh, what? Am I wrong? I mean, might not... She was literally right here, no? Like, the victim's here. She would have been, like, around here. Oh my god, how specific do I have to be? Okay, I have one chance to do this. See, I said, like, here, right? Maybe further? Oh god, how far? I don't know. Alright. Well, That's GG's. Alright. Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. Hold on. No. It just takes me right. Okay. Hold on. We can go back here. Okay. Present this. Let me skip all this. Ah, man, I should have saved before I did all this. Now I gotta skip all this dialogue. Man. Okay, hold on. I gotta get to, like, the part right before. Objection! Now we save. And then we'll save over this. Okay. And let me save again. Blew in through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed out in height approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... Yes, she was squatting. Okay, let me save one more time. Okay. Victim radius here when he fired the shot. Hit this folding screen. Hit this location. Defendant was in this area. She would have been like here then. No? I'm so confused. Where else would she have been? I mean, like, she was like, or maybe, I mean, it makes sense to be like somewhere like, okay, hold on. Huh. So then, is it like closer to the bullet hole? How close though? Like this close? Standing here near the... Alright, sure. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole, but how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there's nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume. Ah! Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you! I feel like that distance doesn't really matter all that much. But, sure. I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? Yes. Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with a knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Nah. Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured it had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oof. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me. Ugh, of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that Smarmy smile? What the heck is smarmy? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Huh? How's it all my fault? You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. The punishment? Why do you look so happy about that? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. Next witness? It's gotta be Lada. Very well, the court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Bonk. Alright, well. It was a little rough, but we got it. I was just Twitch acting, y'all. You know, I needed to show y'all what it looked like to get a game over. But from now on, no more game overs. Phew, that was a close one. In more ways than one. I know you were giving it all your, to defend me, but I could feel the death penalty hanging in the air. I felt like I was pretty close to dying myself, considering I had like 2 health bars left. But you were wonderful out there. You listened carefully, made theories, and tricked everyone into believing you. Thanks. Wait, tricked? That must be the lawyer's secret technique, right? By the way, is the next witness who I think it is? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lada Hart. Oh, guess there's no escaping her, huh? Remember, Nick, you promised you'd save me. If you lose, me and my sister's ghost will come after you and haunt you. That does not sound fun. Your sister? Are you talking about Mystic Mia? Yeah, do you remember her, Pearly? My sister was a super good lawyer. She was also Nick's teacher. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Back to the court. Court will now reconvene. Now the first order of... Ow! I don't want to hear it, old man. After I call my witness, sit there quietly and watch like a good little boy. Yes, sir. Bring in the photographer who witnessed the channeling. Dang, she's like the boss around here. Not even the judge will disobey. Witness, your name and occupation, if you please. Hey, Phoenix, how you doing? Just fine. Sorry about this. Didn't exactly have a choice, you know. Yowza! Name and occupation. I declare, what in tarnation? Hey, Judge, this here is violence against my fair self. That's fine. That's fine. That ain't fine. That's a whip. Ah! There's no need for foolish outcries from foolishly foolish fools. Just hurry up and testify about what happened on the day of the murder. I haven't even gotten to say my name and job yet. My name's Lada Hart, paranormal photographer, and I'm here to testify. Now, let's all be one big happy family, okay? Just whips everybody. Only the doc and the defendant went into the channeling chamber. We were waiting outside the door, and then bang! We hear this gunshot. Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down, and we rushed into the room. Inside was the dead victim and the defendant waving a pistol around. I swear, other than those two, there was no one else in the room. And did you take a picture of the scene right after the murder took place? Reckon course. Excuse me? Reckon course. Short for, you reckon of course I did. Ah! Does it look like I care? Just hurry up and show your picture to the court. Moment of truth. What will be in that picture? Let's see here. This here's the picture. It would certainly seem that only the defendant and the victim were in that room. Wait, that picture kind of changes a lot. Are you ready, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will clear all doubt about Maya through this cross-examination. Just watch me. Oh boy. Only the doctor and the defendant went to the channeling chamber. Press that. Was it really only those two that went in? What are you blabbering about? You were there too, were you not? But just why don't you answer that question yourself? Was it really just the two of them? Yes, Dr. Gray and Maya were the only two that went into their room. Hold on, we can't have that defense testifying against his own client. Anyway, folks, only the two of them went into the channeling chamber, you hear? But you knew that from the very beginning, didn't you? Witness, continue. Oh my goodness, my health is still at 2. That's not good. I mean, not like it matters, because I wouldn't make a mistake anyways. Was it really a gunshot? Phoenix, what's with these questions? Are you insane? You must have heard it as well. Why don't you testify for the court, Mr. Phoenix, right? Was it really a gunshot? Yes, I think it was something that sounded like a gunshot. Why are we here listening to the defense testify? The world becomes just a little crueler. I heard a gunshot a long time ago, so I know. And I tell you, that was a gunshot I heard. Now this is where the story heats up. Broke down the door, we rushed into the room. Okay. So let me get this straight. This Mr. Lawyer there broke the door down? Honestly, Mr. Phoenix, right? Why don't you tell us what happened then? Yes, Miss Von Karma, I broke the door down. Sorry. Why does this feel like an inquisition? No need for apologizing. That was great. You're a real man. Oh, really? Something I would have liked to see. The judge is smiling rather openly. I'll take that as a good sign. And what did you see once you broke in? Okay. Are you sure it was the defendant, Maya Fey? Sure, I'm sure. Oh, that seems awful confident in her testimony. Press harder, what the fuck? Lada, please think back to that day one more time. What you getting at? Remember what you said when you broke into the room? Oh yeah. Lada, that times like this are perfect for snapping up shots. But anyway, what's going on here? This gal, is she Maya? When you saw the murderer at that time, you couldn't even tell if it was Maya Fey or not. Am I correct? Well, you see... Order, Miss Hart. You are here to present accurate testimony. Yeah, sorry. Good, this shifts things back to my side. For a defense lawyer, your defense is terribly lacking, Mr. Phoenix, right? Witness, think back to when those two entered the channeling chamber. They entered? One of those people that entered the chamber was Maya Fey, correct? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was Maya that went in. Looks like we've come to a collective conclusion. The person in this picture is most certainly Maya Fey. Exactly. Rats, and I'm trapped like one. Again. Are you absolutely certain of that? Sure am. That old witch chased us out the room, so... Old witch? Does she mean Morgan Fey? Old witch. There was no one else in there, and you know it. The channeling chamber was very dark, almost pitch black. No, it wasn't. There was candles around. What are you talking about? Is there really no one else in there? Behind the folding screen, behind the door, under the flooring. What about behind the folding screen? Did you check back there? Right, given. Huh? What in the... Right, given, you know. You reckon? That's a given. It took me a good look around the room once. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. If I may have a word with you, Miss Hart. What, you got a problem? Correct, given. I mean, I am having a little difficulty in understanding you. If you would stop saying such things as reckon, given... Oh, I didn't get to reel that. Now then, Mr. President? Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you see a problem with the testimony, or don't you? Ah, just I thought. There's nothing wrong with her testimony. I was with her, so I know she's telling the truth. Enough. Seems that there are no issues with Miss Hart's testimony. At the time of the crime, only 2 people were in the channeling chamber. The victim, Dr. Turner Gray, and the defendant, Maya Fey. face of the defendant cannot be verified in this picture. However, if we think about the circumstances, it would have been the defendant. What am I going to do if I just let this go? What is it, Mr. Wright? Look as if you have something to say. If I make one wrong move, I'm going to have the judge against me. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to save again. Because I am terrified. Is there anything I can present that would prove it's not Maya in that photo? I feel like, I mean, I kind of don't have a choice, Your Honor, Mr. Wright. It is possible that the person in this photo is not the defendant. What? Do you know what you are proposing? Yeah, that's just plain fool's talk. Thanks, guys. Your show's support was just great. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show the court some proof. Prove to this court that the person in this photo is not Maya Fey. Okay, sure. I mean... well, Maya was channeling the person that died, which would be Mimi, right? So, maybe oh god, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I lied. So maybe we present the deceased. Here is your proof. Is there a problem? Oh no, I thought I would work on my inflections. Just wondering what an objection with a twist of "you're wrong" sounds like. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry, but I don't follow your logic. Okay, well. Huh. Give up. No, there has to be something. Oops. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember how. Okay, hold on, let me look at this again. Because I thought it was gonna be like, oh, you know, she channeled the person that died. So technically it wasn't her, but you know. Nah. Man. Alright, let me go back. Then. I'm curious what happens if I can't present anything yet. Wait, do I wait? Alright, let me think. Proof that's not Maya in the photo. So the newspapers, those are useless. Autopsy doesn't help in this case. Tried the person that was dead, maybe to kind of steer the conversation. That didn't work. Maybe I can't present anything yet. I mean, I might as well just try, right? Like, do I just get a game over? You should give up what it's trying to prove is not my FA. I didn't say anything about giving up. I just don't have the right piece of evidence to prove my argument. Oh. That's all I could do. I think it's quite obvious to this court that a verdict of not guilty is not possible. I told you. Totally 100% impossible. Ms. Von Karma, do you have any further questions for this witness? Having established the defendant's guilt further, questioning won't be needed. What about the defense? No further questions, I presume? I couldn't protect Maya. The defense. Game over. Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Mia? What the hell? I guess I made it just in time, wouldn't you say? But... Pearls? The clothes are a bit small. Anyway, what do you... Yo, wait, what the heck? She's wearing Pearl's outfit. Oh my gosh, dude, that outfit's about to get stretched to oblivion. Holy... But how? She's already taken away every advantage. The advantage is still in your hand. Think carefully, one more time, about what you saw in the channeling chamber. Do you remember what you told me yesterday? Dr. Gray. Click. Okay. Ace Attorney also likes to show flashbacks like every 2 seconds. You see, there is one final piece to this puzzle. Mia? Question, Lotto, one more time, Phoenix. I don't know if she's doing it unconsciously or on purpose, but she's not testifying truthfully. Now then, this court would like to end the cross-examination period. Mia looking like Tsunade. Please wait, Your Honor. Slam. The defense would like to request that the witness testify one more time. Overruled. I'm afraid you're too late, Mr. Wright. The cross-examination has already ended. Furthermore, any unrelated It's fine. I'll allow another testimony. Von Karma's case is perfect. Absolutely flawless. And what better time than this for you to see that? But, I mean, I have some place I must go after this. Alright, I'll allow it. Miss Hart, hurry and give us another testimony. Well, heck. What am I supposed to talk about? Please tell us once more what happened when you burst into the channeling chamber. Okay, you got it. See, you got through to the judge somehow, right? Well, actually, it was Von Karma's whip that got through to him. Okay, kind of stalling here. When we broke into that room, all I could focus on was Maya. I was kind of scared of the dead body, so I didn't take a good look at it. Really bad when it comes to blood and ghosts and stuff. I still managed to point my camera at Maya and take a shot. Nothing sounds different from before. Some parts of her testimony were very vague. I should press her on those sections. Struggle all you like as you taste the bitterness of your defeat. Well, amuse me with your useless questions, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm waiting. Sheesh. Okay, fine. So, what does she look like? You know, she looked almost like a different person. A different person? She may have seemed like a different person, however, she was still Maya Fey. We have already made that point abundantly clear. Yes, that is true. Well then, Miss Hart, did you happen to see anything else? Alright. Well, perhaps that body was not Dr. Gray's at all. Well, we know what it is. Eh? Well, I reckon that's possible. If the body inside that room was not of Dr. Gray, then whose body was it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What if it was that of Maya Fey after the channeling? Or maybe... Ow! Foolish fool spouting foolish foolishness. Just as I expected of a foolish fool such as you. If that were the case, then that would mean that Maya Fey is in fact dead. That would make the defendant's chair quite a lonely place, wouldn't it? Sorry, Maya. Are you all done here? Can I continue? That's funny. And even knowing that, you still persist on being a paranormal photographer? That's what I'm getting out of this here business. This gal's gonna get the dirt on the stars and be a tabloid photographer now on. She goes through jobs faster than a baby through diapers. Bah! Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it kill you to stay on topic for a change? Well, would it, Mr. Wright? Nice tag teamed in stereo. Guess I should be grateful it's not in 5.1. 2, right? 2 what? 2 shots. We took 2 shots, but only 1 has been submitted as evidence. Oh yeah, that's true. Miss Hart, where's the other picture you've been withholding? Oh yeah, where is it, huh? No, 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 you got it all wrong. It's not me. I didn't mean anything bad. I know I can be a little mean, but I ain't evil. Well, at least she knows herself. And why have you not shown this other picture to the court yet? Ain't it obvious? That prosecutor woman told me to shut my trap about it. What? Von Karma! Ooh. This Von Karma, you're hiding critical evidence. Unforgivable, Von Karma. Suppressing evidence like this. You're as bad as your father. Nah, confront her, the hell? Your Honor, the defense asked that Prosecutor Von Karma be held in contempt of court. Well, yes, me? Contempt of court? You can't be serious. But you hid evidence from the court on purpose. That's not fair. Phoenix, are you a lawyer or a school child? I got so angry I lost my composure. Miss Von Karma, would you care to explain yourself to this court? I thought this picture was not important and thus felt no need to submit it. That's all. How could you think? The pictures are more or less the same, so why bother with the second? I mean, it's just so much more trouble than it's worth for me to submit this as evidence. More trouble that it's worth? How can you say that? If you want to see it that badly, I'll submit it. Okay, cool. Let's look at it. What is this picture? It's obviously the second picture the witness took that day at the crime. Well, it's a little off-center, but that's what you get with a nervous amateur. I think the important point here is the person in this picture. This is most definitely not Maya Fey. What is the meaning of this? This might be the break I was looking for. Now, should I or should I not insist that the person in this picture is not Maya? Drop the issue, insist it's not Maya. Well, it's clearly not Maya. You see those eyes? I'm pretty sure that is not her. As you can plainly see, the person in the picture is not Maya Fey. Yes, I see that. It's not just her face. Her whole body has taken on a different appearance. Okay, well, what do you mean by that? There's only one conclusion that can be drawn then. That somehow this other person snuck in and traded places with the defendant. Two big reasons. Order! Well, yes, I believe you're correct, Mr. Wright. Yeah, Mr. Wright is always right. The person who was inside the channeling chamber was not Maya Fey. Mia, we did it. You're too soft. Huh? You're softer than Aunt Morgan's strawberry desserts, Phoenix. Take a look at Prosecutor Von Karma's face. She's smiling? I think you had better continue to worry, Mr. Phoenix, right? Miss Von Karma, what do you mean by that? Your Honor, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. This was taken yesterday at the detention center's visitors room. This is Mr. Phoenix Wright and the defendant, Maya Fey, during his visit. Maya Fey? But isn't this a totally different person? She looks this way because she's obviously in the middle of channeling a spirit. Yeah. It's unbelievable that she can... Yet, it is the truth. When Maya Fey is in that state, she physically changes into the person she's calling. So wouldn't that prove that... Miss Von Karma, a word if I may. Mia? Taking pictures of someone during a private visit is illegal. Surely you must know that that picture can't be submitted as evidence. Obviously I know this picture is illegal. But I never intended to submit it as evidence in the first place. What is she? From the moment I showed this picture to the court, this case became all mine. After all, this image has now been forever burned into the judge's mind. I don't have even a single witty line. Looks like we've been had. I don't claim to understand this and I still cannot believe it. Are you saying that this person is the defendant Maya Fey? If I give up here, the trial will end. But if I slip up and say something wrong, it will cost me. Is there any way I can prove that the person in this picture is not Maya? Yeah? Where's the bullet hole in this one? This is like the biggest thing that I've noticed. Your Honor. Oh, the fire has returned to your eyes, I see. This picture. With this picture lies a critical contradiction to all the testimony up until now. A contradiction? So, you think you spotted a problem with this picture? Then earn your keep. Why don't you point out what exactly is so strange and... Okay, I'll tell you what's so strange. First off, there's no Holt. Wait, is it this sleeve or that sleeve? This one, right? Direct your attention here. To the sleeve? But there isn't anything odd about it. And that is exactly what is so odd. Something that should be there is suddenly missing. Should be there. Ah! There was a bullet hole in the sleeve of the defendant's costume. If that's the case, then it should be in this picture as well. Aha! Bonk. Miss Von Karma, you intend to hide this valuable piece of evidence? You will most certainly be assigned a penalty for this. Alright, this should do some major damage to her argument. Don't celebrate yet. You like to bring down the mood, don't you? Take a look at Miss Von Karma's face. Ah, she's got that condescending grin plastered all over her face again. Tisk tisk, jumping the gun again, I see. Your Honor, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of those incompetent fools. What do you mean? And what incompetent fools? If those fools down at the precinct hadn't missed the bullet hole, I would have gotten a report about it. As I didn't, I could not have known that this picture was of any value to this case. I see. She's lying through her teeth, I know it. That woman knew about everything. The bullet hole, that picture, everything. But you can't prove that. Francisco Von Karma's idea of a perfect case is quite fascinating, don't you think? Your Honor, you need not worry. If you must assign a penalty, I'll personally make sure that detective gets what's coming. I'm sure there will be great gnashing of teeth at his next salary discussion. Poor Gumshoe. In any case, this is a very big problem. When the defendant was taken into custody, her costume had a bullet hole in its sleeve. However, from this photo, it would appear that right after the shooting, that there was none. The judge is confused by this strange twist of events. This is your chance, Phoenix. Load all you've got into this one shot, alright? Got it. What's all these gun puns? Your Honor, there is only one logical explanation for the contradiction. This picture is fake, the bullet hole was made later. Shooter is someone else. Bullet hole was made later? Nah, it doesn't make sense. Defendant's sleeve had a bullet hole in it. However, this person's clearly does not. There can be only one explanation. The person who shot Dr. Graves was not the defendant, but a different person altogether. What? Order, order, order. Order is not restored. I will suspend this trial. Ow! Ah! Why me? The defense's argument is a complete mess. A complete mess? I fail to see how. Please enlighten us. Hey, witness. Ah! What the heck? Is that any way to ask a gal a favor? Be quiet, you. You were the one who said it was only the two of them when you entered the room. Well, you know. If you were lying, I swear that my whip will be the last thing you see. Look, sis. You're looking mighty scary, so why don't we say you... Ah! I swear I wasn't lying or nothing. There wasn't anyone else in there, honest. You see, now riddle me this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Where did the defendant vanish to? And where did this other woman appear from? Why is it lately all I want to do is cry? Well, if the person in this picture is not the defendant, then this poses two very big questions. First, where did the defendant vanish to? And second, Where did this person come from? That's right. Now hurry up and answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Come on, you can't fall apart here, Phoenix Wright. I can't believe that even Mia's calling me by my full name. But, I mean, how am I supposed to prove something like this? Had enough yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Or do you think you have enough in you to turn things around even now? Just turn things around. That's right. Mia would always turn things around and change her perspective. Phoenix? So where did this intruder appear from? And where did Maya disappear to? I need to look at this situation from a different angle. Let's see. What if before we broke in, the third person was already in the room? And what if Maya had left that room somehow? I could prove that either one of those conditions were true. Mr. Wright, let's hear what you've come up with. I think what happened before we forced our way into the chamber is the third person had entered it, Maya had left the room. Something I can't explain yet. Well, we know Maya hasn't left the room. It makes no sense. Before we forced our way into the... No, the third person doesn't make sense either. I'm sorry, but I simply can't. You see? The reason is quite simple, because there is no explanation. That's why. As I thought. Another big waste of this course time. Phoenix just can't just give up like that. But none of the other two make sense. Rethink things one more time. That's an explanation. I am already perfect, so of course my conclusions are also perfect. Okay, wait, so... Oh, wait. So, before... Okay, I misunderstood what it was saying. I thought it meant, like, literally, like, right before they broke in, like... So, before they forced their way in, a third person entered it. Okay. Maya didn't leave. There was no way. Prove there was someone else before the murder took place? Oh, wait, I was actually supposed to... Oh, okay, Okay, so the proof that the third person entered or Maya left. Man, how... Okay, let me think. Could I prove that Maya left? No, right? So the only one that would make sense would be that a third person entered somehow. Ah, man, which one do I use? Hold on. Wait, let me save. Okay, wait, so proof that either Maya left the room or third person entered. If that's the case, which of these proves either of those? Do I present the picture again? I mean, technically Maya left the room, right? Like, she left, her spirit left the room, maybe? But is that what they mean? Or I guess the third person entered it, like, as in, like, the spirit of the person that's dead entered the room, right? So then the evidence would be this picture. Yes? Okay, nope, that's not it. Okay, let me save right here then. Huh. Oh, maybe... Do I use the profile? Let me try. Okay, no, that's not it either. Ah. Someone else before the murder took place. Um, Man, hold on. This is quite the conundrum. I had left the room? I mean, I don't think it matters, right? Like, this is kind of like the same thing. A foolish fool makes a foolish face while dreaming foolishly foolish dreams. My Faye was being looked after by her Aunt Morgan Fay. Chances of her leaving the crime scene are lower than that detective's salary. Damn, what the hell? The random diss to Gumshoe? Man, if that's the case, wouldn't that just be these pictures? Like, wouldn't that just be these pictures? What the heck is the at the end there for? Oh, seems like that wasn't it. What was it? No. No. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me skip all this. Thankfully, I saved right before, but man, I'm like, what evidence do I submit? Because obviously, okay, so she already channeled her spirit, right? So, third person entered or Maya left the room. Can't be any of this. Can't be that. Maybe this? No. Because I thought it would have been like, oh, like the third person entered the room is like the dead person that they channeled, so I thought I'd pick her, but maybe it's this one. This doesn't seem to help. This doesn't seem to help. That doesn't help, that doesn't help, that doesn't help. I mean, maybe this helps. Seems like we can't really use these pictures. Man. Which evidence am I supposed to be using? And oh shit, I didn't mean to pick that one. Man. Old steel key. Yeah, I don't know if this helps right now. Or at least, like none of these help right now. I don't think this helps. Alright, yeah, this is just a crime scene map. Or whatever. Altas Airport, pistol... It's gotta be one of these photos. No, makes no sense. Third person entered it. I left the room. You are stuck. Dude, I'm trying to... Hold on. Let me think. So I need to prove that either someone was in the room before the murder took place, or Maya left the room before the murder took place. Maya couldn't have physically left, I think, because she had to go in there. So I need to prove that someone was in the room. I mean, maybe it was, no, wait, actually, where was she during this time? Was she in the, nah, but she couldn't have been in the room, right? No, am I tripping? Okay, no, okay, I was about to say, I'm like, okay, I think it was after. No, she was. Okay, hold on. I'm not looking this up. Okay. It'll come to me, you know, like the one with the outfit. The answer will come to mind soon. Hold on. Let me think. Okay. So he goes in there with her to channel the spirit of what the fuck was his name? Mimi? Yeah, of Mimi. And before that, I don't think we interacted with Innie yet, like the one with the horoscope. Thankfully, this has nothing to do with horoscopes. Okay, so let's see here. She went in. I think we met Innie after that, or like before it, when they went in. No, she was in the waiting, that like one room outside, I think. I'm forgetting, shoot, I don't remember when. So we go in, we see this. So either, but this makes no sense. There's no bullet hole, but then this one has a bullet hole. Wait, this looks really weird. So this one has blood on the purple thingamajiggy, right? the purple outfit. But then in this photo, it's clean. It's just the inside outfit, like the dress, whatever thing. See, I thought this would be like... I think what happened before we forced our way into the chamber. Man, I'm trying to... Something... I'm trying to remember if there's something I'm missing. Maya had left the room? Do they mean this literally? Because then... No, she didn't leave the room. Third person definitely entered. A certain area took most of the hit because it stuck out more. Related to the dreams thing, I wonder. See, but I don't know if I have any evidence that would explain that right now. I don't think it's a profile. It's gotta be like one of these things. Oh my god, why don't I remember this shit? It's like... I'm like missing, like I feel like I know, like I understand what could have transpired. But damn, like, what exactly do I do here? Yeah, because Maya was dreaming, right? And we know that when you channel, you can't dream. So this means she was asleep, probably, but... Or maybe not completely asleep. Maybe she was, like, kind of mostly unconscious, but... What does that mean? Here. I don't know if it ties in yet right now. Maybe it does. Someone made her pass out. And then the question is, how? We need right now. We just need to prove someone else was in the room. I don't think we can really go off of much from what Maya said. Maybe we can. Because if we wanted to, no, we can't bring that up. It makes no sense. what information am I missing here? Proof that there was someone else in the room before the murder took place. See, I thought like maybe someone was like behind the folding screen before all this happened or something like that. Or they were just like hiding somewhere in the room before the channeling thing happened. But I don't know what to use to prove that. How about the board with the hole? Since it's pretty low. The Mario Kart screen. I mean, I was thinking, yeah, I'm like hovering over it, but I'm like, oh, maybe we can like, see, because I submitted this because I was like, oh, maybe we can use this to show maybe someone was hiding behind the, alright, okay, nope. Ah, man. Okay, it has to be this first one. I don't think it matters which one is which. But oh man, proof that someone else was in the room. I thought it would be like this or this, right? Like to show that so maybe someone was hiding behind it or something, or just hiding somewhere in the room. But I don't think. Is it like a profile maybe? Not none of these like freaking oh my god. I keep pressing X to I keep thinking X. I'm mixing up X and R for some reason for like profile and presenting. Okay, don't press X. One of these match. Man, this is. I feel like it's so obvious, but my brain is just like. Not thinking of the obvious. Shit. I don't want to just keep guessing random things, cause there's no way obviously it's not this or this or this. Maybe I mean, nah. There's only one way to leave the room. Through the door. Man, might as well try everything, right? Okay, so because the only way in, from what we know, is through those doors that were locked. Wait. No, this makes sense. Nah. Because I was gonna say, like, the only way in is through... They lock it, right? So the only way through is the key. But I don't think this... How, I mean, I already used this evidence, and that didn't work. Maybe there's something... Am I missing something in this picture? And you need something that only has one copy of? I know it... Is it this key though? I literally submitted this and it didn't work, so... Is this someone here? Can't be, because I already thought it'd be like one of these two or something. Or her. That doesn't work. And I don't think any of this proves Maya can leave the room. Or maybe, hold on. Perhaps in the other option the key works? Yeah, let me try that. I was literally about to try that. Oh my god, are you serious? So it was the okay, whatever. I was like, because I was thinking, like, literally as soon as, because as I was changing as I was gonna move to the next one, I was gonna be like, yo, let's try the key on the second option then, and if that doesn't work, then I'm literally like, I'm cooked. All right. Well, that took a while. Anyways, the channeling chamber key, yes. Before the channeling started, Maya locked the door from the inside. Oh my god, it was that she locked it. Only one key exists? Yeah, I'm aware that one key exists. Oh my god, this whole time I was on the wrong fucking dialogue option. No wonder. Yeah, that's why we all couldn't get the door open. That key's the only one of its kind after all. One of a kind, you say? Wait, Mr. Phoenix, right? Yes. Looks like she's catching on. I'm afraid to ask, but why is that key currently in your possession? Huh? What do you mean? If Maya Fey locked herself in, then the key should have been with her. Yes, agreed. However, she did not have the key at the time of her arrest. Ah, well, ain't that a kick? So how come you're holding it? I got this as a present from a certain little girl. And that little girl was nowhere near the crime scene at the time. That's preposterous. This means that Maya Fey must have left the room. If she had not, then I would not be holding this key you see before you. No. Okay. That makes sense, yes. Oh my god, I was thinking so much about, like, the key being one of a kind. Like, I knew that. That was, like, common knowledge that was just kind of in my head, but I wasn't thinking much on it. I was so focused on, like, oh man, like, how would someone be in the room? Like, we know she, like, one of this, like, they're both correct. There was someone else in the room. Maya's already, like, left the room, but oh my god, that little, like, something simple as that slipped past my mind. See, what I say earlier about, like, it's something so obvious, but I'm just not thinking about it because my brain is overthinking about some. Man, all right. This picture has clearly captured the face of the murderer. However, is this person the defendant or not? Yeah, because Maya never gave you the key, so she didn't even have it. Yeah, so somehow she left the room, but the key ended up, like, she didn't have the key after that some point or whatever. Furthermore, as proof, this key has been submitted as evidence. Ms. Von Karma, how can this be? At this point in time, a verdict on the defendant's guilt is not possible. My perfect case! How is there a flaw in my perfect case? Don't think you've won yet, Mr. Phoenix writes. I am a prodigy. I've never lost a case. And I don't intend to lose here in this court to a fool like you. She likes to say fool. A foolish fool. I don't care what I have to do. I will get my guilty verdict. Bonk. That's enough. If you would like to continue, do so in the lobby. COD lobby? Court will reconvene tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is all. Court is adjourned. Bonk. Okay. Yeah, so like like that is a point that I literally just like slipped past my mind. That went to like obvious fact folder file of my brain, and I wasn't looking at that file. I was looking at another whole different file, overthinking about why or how someone could be in the room and how she could have left, when I really should have just been thinking about the obvious shit. Wow, that was you, Pearly? You summoned my sis? I'm surprised her clothes haven't like ripped or stretched out after turning into Mia. Yes, I felt like I had no choice. Great going, Pearly. I knew you were special. Hey Nick, did you know? Yeah, it's not like anyone else in there could have done that. Nick. I know you're trying really hard and all, but... excuse me. I really don't remember ever leaving that room. And I don't think that a third person could have gone into that room. Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. I mean, no, that person in the picture is clearly not her. We'll have to figure that out. At least we have until tomorrow to figure things out, yep. Like what happened in that room, for instance. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Ah, I envy the two of you. Oh, by the way, Nick, do you think you could take Pearly back home for me? Sure. Alright, Pearls. You ready to go buy some tickets? Huh? A ticket? Poor thing. So sheltered. Oh. Nah, Pearl is great. She pulled through and definitely helped a lot in this case. Especially in this case. Okay, we can save over this. June 21st, 3/24. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. So, what did you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I'd never seen so many people before. Oh. And Mystic Maya looked so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... That's like a Gento... That's like something we would say if Gento was like... made like a small joke or called someone small. And then that snobby woman with the roughly clothes. Roughly? Oh, she means Francisca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she had already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I'm going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with a heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy, eventually. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mystic Maya was talking about? Mr. Edgyworth? Wedgyworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh? He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely and died for it. Oh, that's too bad. By the way, Yes, what is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything, huh? Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? Ah. What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. She's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else, I promise. Uh-oh. Damn. Ah. I guess you can see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? Okay. So we're gonna have to figure that out, huh? Well, actually... you know what, I'm gonna save... No, we can save right here, it's fine, doesn't matter. Alright. I'm gonna actually call it for here, for today. Yeah, it was quite the conundrum. But yeah, we'll figure out what she's keeping a secret, why she's not telling the truth next time. What time is it? Yeah, because it's almost 12 here. Getting a bit late. I don't know if I'll have time Thursday or Friday, maybe. But I'll probably just either, because like assuming if I am free on those 2 days, I'll probably just shiny hunt and come back to this. If not, then Saturday maybe I'll try to bring Danganronpa back. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna check. Okay. I won't raid. I don't see anyone streaming right now. I mean, I can't really raid anyways because I'm gonna have to immediately head out after this because I got some stuff to do on my own end. But yeah, I appreciate you hanging around. I'll let y'all know in Discord if anything when I stream. But if I am available tomorrow or Friday, I'll try to either I'll think about either continuing this or shiny hunting. I really gotta get back to shiny hunting. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we've been at that for way too damn long. But I'll think about it. You'll figure it out. You'll know when you know. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Appreciate y'all hanging around. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.